Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria, and if you're new here, I vlog home life things and quite a lot of home cooking, which is what I'm going to be doing today. It's Friday. Well, it might not be when you're watching it, but it is while I'm doing it. And it's air fryer day, so we're going to be trying something in the air fryer. What I thought I'd do today, well, actually I didn't think it. I've been sort of press ganged into doing it by my husband. He would like me to do toad in the hole. He kept saying, you haven't tried toad in the hole yet. So I thought, okay, we'll give it a go. I'm a bit unsure about it. I don't really know whether it'll work or not, but it's like he says, unless you have a go, you won't know. So we'll have a go and we'll see what happens. I'm going to bring you down. Well, before I do, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be doing them in. I've got some little individual trays. It's really good. I get them from Poundland. If you're in the UK, you'll probably be familiar with Poundland. And I think they're in packs of 8. And they're quite good because if you do a batch of cooking, then you can put portions in. They've got little lids that go on and pop them in the freezer, so they're really good. So I thought, oh, we'll use these and we'll make them individually. So that's what we're going to be doing. So, like I said, I'll bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. Now I've got 4, but only 2 will fit into my air fryer. I wish I'd got a big double one and I could fit like 2 in each. But even then, I don't know if they'd be big enough to do that, but I don't know. But we got 4 anyway. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm going to pop a bit of vegetable oil in. Now, normally I use the extra virgin olive oil, but today I'm going to use a bit of vegetable oil because you use quite high temperatures. I'm not sure how the olive oil will take it. I've never put them on quite hot temperatures. So I'm just going to put a little drop in the bottom of each one because the sausages should generate enough fat on their own. Try not to overdo it. I'm terrible for that. Just switch them around it. So 2 of these I'm going to pop into the oven and 2 I'll do in the air fryer so we can see what they turn out like. I could do 2 first and then 2 again in there, but I might as well just have the oven on and do 2 in there as well. I could perhaps compare them then at the end, see what they both look like. So we've got a bit of oil in. I'm going to pop a couple of sausages into each one to find the end of the string. So we'll just, they're quite big sausages. I think I could have done with smaller sausages actually. See if we can put them side by side. There we go. We'll have to put them like that. They're quite chunky sausages. Probably could have got away with smaller ones, but we'll put them in. So because we've got 8, that'll just work out nice then. There we go. Put that out of the way. So we'll just do them like that. So what I'm going to do now, I've got a gas oven. I'm going to put 2 of them into the gas oven on gas mod 7 for 10 minutes so the sausages can cook a bit. And I'm going to do the same in here. I'm going to put it on 180 degrees centigrade or Celsius, whatever it is, the little C. And I'm going to do them for 10 minutes as well, because I'm a bit wary with meat. I don't like to do things at lower temperatures or not for too little a time, you know. I'm a bit wary with meat, so we'll see how we go anyway. We're going to put 2 in here. I was hoping I could fit perhaps a bit more in, but I couldn't. I could only really comfortably get the 2 in. So let's bring it down so you can see. I'll show you. That's the 2 in there. Can we see the air fryer from there? My ring light's reflecting, isn't it? I need to get that in the right position. I'll have a medal with it in a bit. So I'm going to put that in there anyway. And we are going to put it on. We're going to air fry. And I'm going to do it at 180. And I'm going to do 10 minutes the same, so I know that they're done. minutes I said. I forgot what I said then. So we've got it on 180 and we've got it at 10 minutes. What I'm going to do while that's cooking, I'm going to bring the other two into the oven and I'm going to make the batter mix. Now, if you want to know how I make my batter mix, if you scroll back a couple of videos to the pancake day, then you'll see me making batter mix there, and I'm just going to be making it exactly the same. So I'm going to do that while this is cooking. So like I say, I've got it on 180 for 10 minutes, air fry, and away we go. So I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so the air fryer is just binged, so we'll have a look what it's doing, or done. Oh, it's smoking and steaming well. They look nicely done. What I didn't do actually, sharper knife, poke a little hole in them. I don't want them exploding. There we go. Turn them round so they're facing the other way up now. Actually, you can't see from there, can you? There we go. So they're nicely brown on one side, and we turn them round, put an hole in so they don't explode. Should have put me a hole in first, I think, but they're fine, they haven't exploded. Right, there we go. We've turned them round so the cooked end's the other side, the coloured end. We've got the lighter end facing up. I've done my batter, so I'm going to pour some into there. Now, the ones I've got in the oven I haven't done yet, so I don't know if we can see. We might have to see if we can bring you a little bit closer. I don't know. Let's see if we can manoeuvre you so you can see better. Can you see that okay? I think so. The light's a bit bright, but let's have a look. I'm going to pour a little bit of batter into each. Now, the only thing that bothers me, I can't hear it sizzling. Normally when I do it in the oven, I hear it sizzling. So I'm going to do it about halfway up the sausage. Should do it. I don't want to do it no more. Put that back on, save that. Right, so I've done it halfway up the sausage. The oil, although it's hot, it hasn't sizzled, which isn't a good sign because I like it sizzle. I'm going to put it back in quite quickly. We're going to put it back onto air fry. We're going to go back to 180. And I'm going to do it for half an hour. Oh, I'm going past it, half an hour. So what, air fry 180, half an hour. And away we go. I want to get it straight back on as quick as possible because of it cooling down. And like I say, it didn't sizzle. My light's going a bit flashy. We'll get right one day. So yeah, I'm a bit worried because it hasn't sizzled. Normally I pour the batter in and you hear it sizzling when it hits the hot fat. So I don't know. I've never done it in the air fryer before. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm just waiting on the other two that are in the oven now. They're taking a bit longer, but they do in the oven. Although some things don't, I've found with my air fryer. Some things don't seem to, but this one obviously is. And I want to make sure they're cooked properly because obviously meat, sausages. So we'll leave that go now and we'll come back in half an hour when that's done and we'll see if the batter's actually done anything. Okay, it's beeped again. Find my towel just to put the thing down and see what it's done. I'm dreading this. Let's bring you down so you can see too. Okay, let's have a look then. Oh, my sausages look a bit black. There they are. They are cooked. I'll definitely say they're cooked. See if we can take them out. That's one. Two. Now the others are still in the oven cooking. They're looking nice. I can see them through the glass door, so they're looking quite nice. But here are these. Ended up with a bit more batter in the ones in the oven. But there they are. They're not looking too bad. I'd say they're definitely cooked. I'm wondering actually, because they're so dark, I wonder if I could have done them a little bit less. Although to overcook meat is better than to undercook it. But that's what they both look like. I'd have thought maybe they'd have risen a bit more around the sides, but I don't know. I can't poke at them to see. Have I got a knife nearby? Let me have a look. See if I can just sort of poke it out a little bit and see. Because they're going to be red hot. We'll do this one. They're a bit stuck. I want to see what the bottom looks like if I can, but I think it's going to come with it. From what I can see, I mean, you can't really see from there, but from what I can see, the bottom looks okay. It's a bit stuck in there at the moment, but I need to cool it down. We'll see what the other ones are like in the oven when they come out. They've got about another 10 minutes yet. But I'm wondering, I did these for 30 minutes. I'm wondering whether I could have got away with a bit less time in them. Never done them in the air fryer before, so it's a bit of an experiment. But they don't look overcooked, as in the sense of you couldn't eat it, it was burned. But I think because I'm used to it looking a bit lighter in the oven, actually, now it's cooling and sausages are shrinking away from the side a bit, you can actually see the batter around there. That's cooked okay. That looks how I'd expect it to look. I'm just used to them rising a bit around it. I don't know whether that's the air fryer or just how it is. But yeah, we'll leave that cool down a minute and we'll perhaps have a taste of one, get one out in a minute. I'll have a taste of one and see if the sausage is okay and what the batter is actually like. So we'll just leave it cool for a minute. And then in a minute, the ones in the oven, well, I'll say in a minute, 10 minutes, the ones in the oven will be done. So we can have a taste test of these that have cooled and can have a look what the two in the oven come out like. Right, it's just come out of the oven and look at these. Look at them, the difference in them. That's how I like them, all puffed up. Sausage there in the middle and all nicely puffed up, although it probably go down a bit as it cools. But yeah, they're the oven two. Definitely a lot different looking than the ones that I got out of the air fryer. But that's probably to do with the timing. I convert the timing from my recipe in the oven and convert it with a conversion table for the air fryer. But I do think that air fryers, because of the different makes and models vary, I think it probably needs tweaking a bit. So you sort of got to work it out for your own model, I think. And then it will go just as I want it to go. But yeah, they're quite good, and I do like them in these little containers, although I don't think I'd get the lid on these out the oven because they're puffed up a bit. But I have got one out. That's half of one that you can see now that was done in the air fryer. The sausages definitely cooked a lot more. I think I could have done less time for the sausages. But I don't put bacon in there. Imagine what would happen with bacon. I'd be able to throw it at a wall and bounce off. And that would only have to be in very briefly, I think. I might have to try that one of these days. But yeah, it is all adjusting, I think. It's getting the timing right. When I find things that are bang on and work perfect, I write them down. I've got like it's like a recipe book, but it's blank. You write your own recipes in, you know, but it's like a proper recipe book. So when I get something that works out as it should, I write it in. Then everything else I don't, and perhaps try and revisit it at some point and tweak it a bit until I get it right. But because I think everything will work out okay, it's just sorting it. Anyway, never mind what it looks like, what does it taste like? So Dean's going to taste some as well. He's doing his word search at the moment. So I'm going to get a couple of forks. I don't know where he's gone to now. But we've cut one in half so we can taste test one, see what we think. Do you know, just realised I've got glasses on my head, glasses on my eyes. Then I'm always looking for them. Oh, heavens. It's good if it weren't still hot. So what do you think to that? So it is nicely cooked inside. There's a sausage. It's cooked lovely. It's not pink or nothing like that, so that's fine.
Wow.
Definitely cooked.
Mm.
Actually tastes nice, don't they? Sausages.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. You've got to get the sauce. If I can take a little bit of the batter off, I'm taste a bit of that. That's cooked okay. I've got the crispy bit on top, but I think that's to do with the timings or temperature even. Nice though. Dipping it in brown sauce.
Nice.
Yes, that does taste nice. It does taste nice. Doesn't matter that it hasn't risen. And it's a little bit darker. Well, it has risen, but not as much as the other one. But yeah, that is really nice.
It's cooked alright anyway.
It has cooked all right. That's the one thing I was worried about. One, the batter not doing anything other than just burning at the bottom of the container. And secondly, the sausages not cooking, because I've not really done meat on there. I'm a bit with meat, because I won't even do meat in the microwave. But I was a bit worried. They were the things I was worried about, but they both proved me wrong. I mean, the batters worked okay. It didn't stick at the bottom as one burnt level piece. And the sausages are cooked lovely. They cook really well, so I am pleased with them. So I'd be happy to cook sausages on, even toad in the hole in there again. If I'm doing them in the little individual cartons, I'm quite happy to put them in there. I will adjust next time, just play around with the settings a bit. Maybe nudge the temperature down fractionally, but it is meant to be quite high with toad in the hole, so I don't really want to mess too much with that. But maybe the timings, you know, just nudge them a little bit to get it right in the end, because it's not far off. That's just the appearance, but the taste is there and it's cooked right. So I am pleased with that, and I would do it in there again. And yeah, like I say, it's turned out quite well. So that's that for the toad in the hole. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you again now next week. We'll be coming into March, the end of next week, and that's when the gardening collab starts, but that's not till the end of March. But we're going to be asking people, invite people if they want to join in with us. But I'll tell you all about that at some point next week. So until then, have a good weekend and take care, everybody. Bye.